listeners. This is the Book Bus by Sapphire.
We are here to discuss Philippine literatures from short stories to novels. We have you covered.
Join us today in diving into literary works from our notable writers and unknown gems alike as we explore the wonders of the written works together.
I am Raizumi A. De Luna.
Jamie Helena Giyang.
And I am Vanessa Joyce Arjuyo. We are your hosts for today's episode.
So, before we start this episode, I need you all to guess first. Who is the Philippine author we're going to talk about for today's episode?
Is this a Filipino author?
No?
A Filipino author?
Yes, she is.
Paz La Torrena?
Almost there.
Paz Marquez.
You guessed it right. She is the author of the short stories I'm going to talk about, so that's why I want you guys to guess it first.
So, what literature you want to share?
It's her famous short stories, Dead Stars.
Oh, sounds familiar. Come on, spit it out.
So, to our beloved listeners out there, just sit back and relax as we are going to discuss the works of our notable authors, Paz Marquez, titled Dead Stars. The short story of Dead Star focuses on Alfredo Salazar's romantic involvement with Julia after initially falling in love with her fiancé Esperanza. They both engage in 3 years of relationship, but Alfredo's feelings fades away when he meets Julia, who is her object of desire. To keep his affair with Julia, Alfredo keeps its secrets from Esperanza, leading to a painful discovery. Julia, already aware of his engagement, wishes him well in his marriage and leaving Alfredo conflicted. Upon returning home, Alfredo faces a difficult situation when Esperanza confesses that she knew about his affair and encouraged him to cancel the wedding. Despite the temptation, he proceeds with the wedding. After 8 years, Alfredo visits Julia's hometown. Alfredo longs for her and dreams of starting a new life with her. However, he realizes that the things have changed and Julia is not the same person she was before. Their connection has faded and Alfredo accepts this hard reality. Okay guys, that's for today's story about Dead Stars. Do you have any insights, comments, reactions about this story?
I think there's nothing wrong with Alfredo's choice.
How do you say so?
Because he followed what his heart wanted. And we shouldn't blame him for choosing Julia over Esperanza.
Yeah, I think so too. I felt bad for all of them. The 8 years were too long to keep their feelings for each other.
I feel bad for Alfredo. He wants Julia, but Julia already accepts reality and moved on.
I didn't expect it. I thought it would be a happy ending. If the multiverse is real, please these two will be together.
What? The multiverse wasn't real.
Sadly, yeah.
How about Esperanza? She is also a victim of love by Alfredo.
Yeah, Esperanza wants to let him go instead of forcing him to marry her. That was painful though. Esperanza is the real victim here. She was the first love of Alfredo, but Julia came over and the feelings of Alfredo for her changed and faded away.
Don't be too biased. Julia is also a victim.
That's my next question for you guys. Do you think Julia is also a victim?
She is.
Why?
Why? She knew nothing at first. She thought Alfredo was not engaged to another woman like Esperanza.
Oh, I get your point. Maybe she was blinded by Alfredo's love for her. I was wondering, guys, why Dead Stars is the title of the story.
Based on my understanding, it is entitled Dead Star because when the stars die, the feelings at the end you will realize they were gone. No shining, just like the feelings of Alfredo for Julia. Dead Star is based on past memories, I guess.
Oh, behind the title, it was hurting me. Joke! Kidding aside, the story was meaningful. It is so relatable and visualizes our cultural beliefs.
I agree. Also, I came to realize that the story really showed us our cultural beliefs when it comes to marrying at a certain age. In the first part of the story, the sister and father were talking about Alfredo, who has not yet married at the age of 30.
Yeah, people always say that a person should marry and have children before turning 30 years old. Also, I have come to realize that situation can happen in real life too. If I were put there, I would do what Esperanza said because I don't want to beg a man who's in love with another woman to stay in this marriage.
I feel bad for all of them.
Yes, we really are.
Actually, I like this story. It was indeed worth reading for you guys. That stars made me realize that not all people are blinded by love.
Yeah, same. Even though there's a lot of holes in the story, it makes sense for people right now, especially us, teenagers.
You're right. Don't be fooled, guys, and don't settle for less. That's my advice.
And that's the wrap up for today's episode. Thank you for our beloved listeners out there, and I hope you guys enjoy and learn something from today's episode. Our goal is to provide valuable insights and a knowledge about Philippine literatures.
We hope you found this episode informative and entertaining. We'll be back with more great content soon. And please don't hesitate to reach out with questions, comments, or suggestions.
Until next time, thanks for listening.
This is the Book Buzz by Sapphire.